the Yuma Territorial Prison.
Yeah, I'm Sheriff Ralph Ogden, the Yuma County Sheriff. What an exciting day. The Historical Society and the prison have found a Gatling gun, which was a very important part of security here at the prison back in its early days. I was contacted about a week or so ago and asked if I would be willing to come out and fire a few rounds on it to kind of break it in. I did, and boy, it was exciting. We had a good crowd of kids and people here. It's a beautiful piece of firearms, our beautiful firearm. It's just exciting to see that we're beginning to get back some of the stuff that's been missing from our historical background so that people can enjoy it. They gave me blanks to shoot. It'd be kind of fun to take it out and really shoot it, but this is going to be something that people coming through from all nations, kids, adults, and everybody else can see what was out there at the time. I think that there were too many layers of bureaucracy in the prison the way it was being run before. And now that this is a group that's hands-on, that can get out there, make a decision, and do it. It's important that each of us continue to work to provide funding as we can to help it grow. This is something that's going to be here a long time after we're gone. An exciting piece of history. It's surprising the number of people I talk to that have never driven up on top of the hill here and looked around. The museum itself is great. The view from up here is beautiful. And understand that one of these guns is going to be mounted on a carriage, put in the museum to be seen, and then they plan on getting a non-firing one that people can really get up close and look at. So, just one of the great attributes that Yuma has that sometimes we don't take advantage of.
It's the return of the Gatling gun at the Yuma Territorial Prison. You know, back in the day, 130 years ago when the prison was operating, obviously a Gatling gun sort of was the forerunner of the machine gun, laid down rapid fire and, made things happen. Well, obviously those days are gone. But in the 60s, there was a Gatling gun here, and it was on loan from either the National Park Service or the U.S. Army. And at some point in time it disappeared. We don't know how or why. And when we took over the prison in April of 2010, the thing we heard over and over again is bring back the Gatling gun. So our fundraiser here on April 2nd was so successful, we're getting not one but two Gatling guns. And we're going to be putting one in the museum and one up here on the guard tower. There's a firm up in Michigan that creates these replicas. And actually the state had gotten in touch with them years ago when they were considering doing it and didn't have the funds. So they turned the name over to us and we got in touch with them, and they fortunately had one on the floor, and so we were able to get it quickly. The second one is going to take a little longer to produce, and we'll probably see the second one either probably this fall. When we took over the prison, the state had operated it at a $140,000 operating loss. That's why they wanted to close it. And they didn't do any advertising and really a lot of deferred maintenance, so they weren't spending a lot on maintenance. So, the real deficit was really much more than $140,000. But fortunately, the community came through, raised $70,000 in 60 days a year ago. And the heritage area receives National Park Service funds, and we were able to redirect those funds, about $100,000. And we've done a lot of improvements. The museum is totally redone. The place looks a lot better and cleaner. The staff here shows a lot of pride in their work, and it's showing. We've had a major increase in attendance. We've been able to cut operating costs through the help of about 20 volunteers who do tours, who do light cleaning and minor repairs and so forth. So we've been able to run with a much leaner staff, and with the help of the Visitors Bureau, we've been able to get a lot of advertising and increase admissions. So our goal for the upcoming year is to be operationally self-sufficient, and I thought it would take 3 to 5 years. I didn't really think we'd have a shot in our second year of becoming self-sufficient. There's always more to be done. Although we've redone the museum, there's a lot more in terms of interpretation we'd love to do, of sort of more 21st century technology, for telling the story of prisoners through their voices, from journals. And there's a lot of different technologies where you can do that. You can use your cell phone. You can have an iPod. You can do a lot of things where you tell that story. You bring those cell blocks to life. And there are a lot of more basic things. We're going to be redoing this guard tower in terms of recoating it with wood preservative, working on the floor, which really needs some work. We need much better lighting. Whenever we do nighttime events, it's tough, so we need to upgrade the electrical and add lighting. So the list of needs are endless. The good news is that the community continues to support us year after year. I think if they see we're running it wisely and we're spending their money wisely, they'll continue to support us. And I'm really grateful for what the community's done, and we just pledge we'll continue to work as hard as we have in this past year.
For more information about the Yuma Territorial Prison, visit the Chain Gang website at www.savetheprison.com.